Alright, I'm going to do a really quick video. I'm putting this hot racing overdrive transmission onto this Furitek housing that we will be mounting the Furitek Komodo into. Okay, at this point in this, I should have just started this video from the beginning, but it's really pretty simple. You can see, see those 4 chrome heads of the bolts there, the 2 behind the spur gear and the 2 on the corners. Well, those are in the transmission here. Transmission is black. You would take them out, mock this into the housing, and then put those bolts back in so they hold the housing to the transmission. Okay, so that's where I'm at now. With the spur gear, I wanted to point out that it's so tiny. But you see right here, now on the other side of the spur gear, it's not as thick right there. Right there. I don't know if you can see, but the other side's only about, sticks out only about half as far as this side. And I had this flipped around and it was wobbling like a bent wheel. And so I took it out and put it in the other way, or like you see it here. And now you can see that it's turning nice and smooth, nice and straight. So, alright, now at this point, once you've got your spur gear put into the housing, you're going to want to put the plate back on, your carbon fiber, whatever it is. I'm not sure if these are all the same. If they're all carbon fiber, maybe some have aluminum, I don't know. But in this case, you're going to want to do this before you mount the motor, or you're not going to be able to get to those 2 little screws. So, sorry, my thumbs are in the way. Got 2 tiny little screws. They go up in the corners here. Yep, you can see one there, one down there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that cover on. But actually, before I bolt that cover on, you need to put the nut on that shaft that holds that spur gear on. Alright, got the nut on, holding the spur gear on. When putting these in, you don't want to tighten one down before you get the other one in. You want to put them both in and then tighten them down, as is the case most of the time. Of course, little blue Loctite on everything all the time. It's metal on metal. Okay. So that's what we've got so far. It's already a looker. Alright. Mounted the spur gear on the motor. You gotta watch out that your in this case, the set screw towards the outside, flush with the shaft. See this, the flat spot on the shaft? That's where you want your set screw to land. I know that's 101 stuff, but hey, this is for the people who are absolutely confused. 101 level. Here we are. Alright, so it's going to look something like that. I'm going to take the 2 bolts here, and I'm going to put it in there. You can see that they're oblong, so you can set the mesh on those gears. And you want that, you don't want them super tight Typically you would run a strip of paper or something between the gears so that they're not too tight and not too loose, but in this case obviously we can't be fitting any paper in there, so I'm just gonna have to feel it out. I'm gonna go ahead and get that put together here. Also want to keep in mind which direction you want your wires. I don't know if you have a preference. You don't want them sticking out somewhere where they're going to be in the way. You want everything to look good, so as much as you can plan, the better, right? As I sit here and wing it. Alright, so you can see that those are not tight, they're still loose. I'm just feeling it about where I want it, and I'm thinking that feels nice right there. Okay, got all that put together. You can see there is a it's nice and smooth. There ain't no binding. If maybe you can see if I can get it to focus. There you go. Yeah. Nice natural rotation of the motor. Nothing feels real tight. Nothing feels too loose. Feels nice and clean. Anyway, that's the quick video of putting the transmission and motor and housing together. I'm gonna build a truck from the ground up. Well, I guess from the heart out is how this is working out, and it's gonna be pretty cool. We got a chassis in the mail. We went with the Furitek Scythe Scythe. I don't know how you'd say that. 2. They got a V2, and it's got a sweet little cover, protect the motor a little bit. It all looks pretty clean. So there's a bunch of videos of that already out. Go check it out. It's pretty sweet. But there it is. Looks nice. Alright, and the obligatory doggy shout. Pinch on the snoot. End of the show. Say goodnight, here we go. Oh, she's too chunky to say goodnight. Oh, no, Karen. Say hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. Hi. Take care now. Bye-bye then.